If you've been looking for an automatic Seiko dress watch with a light blue dial and sapphire, you might want to check out this watch. Hi YouTube, WatchFi here, showcasing the newest watch in my collection. It's the Seiko SRPF53 from the Presage Japanese Garden collection. I had been on the lookout for a Seiko with a light blue dial for a while, and I was aware of the Sumo Ice Diver model SPB179, but I already own a black dial Sumo and they are pretty pricey. So I also saw the Seiko 5 SRPE77K1. However, I already own several watches with that case style, and I don't like the mesh bracelet it comes with. What I was really wanting is a Seiko dress watch with a light blue dial. So while walking through my local Macy's department store, I saw this Presage model. The texture on the dial and indices drew my attention. There wasn't any salesperson around at the time, so I went home that night and tried to look up the model number to get some more information on the watch. It's a US exclusive model that retails for $525. On Seiko's website, they describe it as inspired by serenity of a Japanese garden. Starting off with the dimensions, it has a 41.7mm case size. It has a lug-to-lug distance of 48 millimeters. The lug width is 20 millimeters, and the case thickness is 11.7 millimeters. Here's how the watch wears on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. The watch has a well-sized and easy-to-grip push-pull crown that is signed with the Seiko S. And taking a look at the case, you can see that it's really all polished with the exception of a small area along the lower part of the bezel. This watch has the Seiko 4R35 movement, and they've added a gold tone rotor, which is commonly seen in other models in the Presage line. The 4R35 is Seiko's reliable mid-range movement, and it has 23 joules and has a 41-hour power reserve. The watch has a see-through screw-down case back and is 30 meters water resistant. I put the watch on my time grapher and it looks to be running about 13 seconds a day fast. I'm going to wait a while to let the movement break in before attempting to regulate the watch. The star of the show is the dial, of course. It's a subtle light blue with a finely grained texture which Seiko describes as light blue paving stone. This texture extends to the top of the silver indices, which is something you don't often see. There's a chapter ring with dark blue minute markers, and the hour and minute hands are polished, with the seconds hand being a dark blue color. There's a date window at the 6 o'clock position that's framed in silver. In terms of dial text, you'll see the words Presage and automatic just above the date window, and made in Japan in very small text at the bottom of the dial between 6 and 7 o'clock. The dial is covered by a slightly domed sapphire crystal, and just to note that there is no Lumibrite on this dial at all. This watch comes with a nice stainless steel bracelet that has brushed links that have polished center links on them. The sides of the links are also polished, and the bracelet has a double push button release butterfly style clasp. The links are held together with pinning collars, and this bracelet has solid end links. There are no micro adjustment holes on this type of bracelet, but I think you shouldn't have a problem sizing it to fit you since there are some smaller half links that can be removed. The bracelet complements the watch nicely in my opinion, so I don't have any plans to change it out. I don't often see, in many light blue dial men's dress watches. I think Seiko did a great job with this particular model. It would work great with a suit or in a business casual environment. Maybe some might feel that the dial color is a bit feminine on this style of watch, but I think that the 41.7mm case size makes it clear that this is a men's watch. I wasn't planning on purchasing another watch, and I had not come across any YouTube videos on it before seeing it in store, but later I saw that Teddy Baldassarre recently posted a video on this watch. I mentioned before that the watch retails for $525, but Macy's has it listed on their website at the time of this video for under $400, and that's with a 25% off sale they have going on. I checked on eBay and a few other online stores, but I can see the watch is being sold for close to the retail price there. After doing some research, I can see that Seiko has a couple of variations of this watch. One is a gray dial SRPF53, and there's a white dial SARY139. So maybe check those out if you like this watch and dial, but not necessarily the light blue color. That's it for this video. If you found it interesting, feel free to like and subscribe so I can continue to upload more watch-related content. And until next time, thank you for watching.